You like to carry with a spare mag? Today we're trying out a new product called ExtraCarry. It looks just like you're carrying a pocket knife, but you get double the ammunition with you. Kind of helpful. Welcome back to Sawtooth Tactical. Do you carry like this with an appendix rig holster that carries your pistol and a spare magazine? Or do you carry with a standard inside the waistband holster at the 3:30, 4 o'clock strong side position? I kind of do both. I have times where I would rather carry appendix. I do print less in the appendix position, and of course you get to carry a spare mag just the way the holsters are generally designed. But a lot of the time, and I mean a lot of the time, I end up going with this holster instead of my tier 1 concealed appendix rig. And the reason is for comfort, but then also just because I'm generally wearing this belt. This is from Core Essentials, and it's a very normal looking belt. And so I can easily just throw my pistol in very easily. It's more comfortable if I'm going to be driving or sitting for periods of time. And I don't have to wear a specific belt for appendix carry. But then that leaves another issue. Maybe an issue for some, maybe not for others, but this holster has no way to carry a spare magazine. So I've got a pretty cool product to talk about today, and it is this. It is called the ExtraCarry Concealed Carry Mag Pouch. And these, I think, are a very useful product. Something that I've actually been using myself ever since I got it. And so I wanted to show you guys. I love carrying with my tier 1 concealed appendix holster, but sometimes it's just more comfortable to just carry strong side in a regular IWB holster. But then what do you do if you want to carry an extra mag? Well, this is kind of a great solution. I want to take a quick minute to talk about this video's sponsor, which is Aura. And the reason why is because it's a product that I actually do believe in. Now that I've been using it for a little while, it's actually improved my life. I get a lot less spam calls than I used to get, which is kind of huge. I use my phone for work, and so I have to answer numbers that I don't recognize, and it's nice to not be getting those spam calls all the time anymore. The other thing is I had my bank account hacked 3 times last year, and I had to get new debit cards at least twice. And then I had to, get all of my bills that were automatically paid fixed and switched over to the new cards. Huge hassle. And Aura takes care of all that stuff so you don't end up having to deal with those kinds of problems anymore. They scour the internet and they find wherever your information is being sold to scammers and spammers and anybody else that wants to use your information to sell your information, and they submit opt-out requests on your behalf, which helps get rid of all that stuff so you don't have to deal with that anymore. And ever since I've been using it, I actually have noticed a big difference. And in fact, I get alerts from Aura when they find where my information has been leaked, and then they fix that for me, and that's been huge. And they do a lot of other things too. They have VPN, password management, parental controls, all kinds of stuff, and you get it at a very low price, a lot less than you would pay if you bought all of those things individually. And it helps the channel. With YouTube demonetizing pretty much all of my videos now, if you sign up for Aura, it helps me grow the channel, and that is greatly appreciated. So please check out Aura. Get 2 weeks for free if you use my link, aura.com/sawtooth tactical. I'd really appreciate it. I You know, I respect my privacy and I respect yours. No one that ever had to use a gun in self-defense said that they wished they had less ammo on them, that they had less capacity. And a lot of people these days do like to carry with a spare magazine, but carrying with one of these big appendix rigs can be just a little bit more of a hassle at times. You gotta, I don't know, it's just a little bit more of a hassle than just slipping a regular IWB holster into your waistband. At least for me, it's that way. And so I do find myself carrying with this more often than my appendix rig. And yes, I know draw is faster from appendix. It conceals better. There are a lot of advantages to carrying appendix, but there are also advantages to carrying this way. And the main one just being ease of use and comfort to me. But like I said in the intro, this only carries the magazine that's in your gun. And a lot of people like just knowing that they have, you know, extra ammo. You can literally double your capacity by carrying an extra magazine. Well, I've been carrying a pocket knife for years, and I specifically only ever buy pocket knives that have a belt clip on them because it goes in the same spot every day. I know exactly where my knife is. I can pull it out and it's ready to go. Super easy, super convenient. It doesn't shake around, move around in my pockets. I'm kind of a minimalist the way I like to EDC stuff. And just having that belt clip really helps. And so while I know, yes, you can put a spare magazine just in your pocket, no problem. But I really like being able to clip something in my pocket and know where it is. And these ExtraCarry mag pouches do that for you. I even took it to the range just to see how easy it was to pull the spare mag out. And having it in the same spot every time does make a big difference. I've gone to the range many times before and put spare magazines in my back pocket, my front pocket, usually my back pocket. But this just made it easier. I know where the magazine is. And the great thing about it, when this is in your pocket, it just looks like you're carrying a pocket knife. I mean, it just looks just like that. Which, who doesn't carry a pocket knife? So nobody really knows that you're carrying a spare magazine or even a gun at all. Turn my dot brightness up this time and my volume. Might be a little bit easier to see what I'm doing. But I really like this. It's nice to know exactly where your extra magazine is. And it looks just like you're carrying a regular pocket knife. Light primer strike there. Let's see what happens if I try to hit that round again. Now this may look like a very simple product, and it is, but simple is good in a lot of cases. But it also has some features that are definitely worth knowing about. So for one, they have over 180 different models of magazine specific ones. This one right here is for a P365 XL magazine, specifically 12 round P365 magazine. And since I carry a P365 XL, this is the one I've been using the most. But I've also got one right here for a Glock 19 magazine. Not just a Glock magazine, a Glock 19 magazine. They are very specific. So Glock 19 mag, right in there. And as you can see, it holds it nice and tight, but it's also very easy to draw from if you need. Now, it's also the design is very smart. So to put it on or to put it in your pocket, you actually rotate this 90 degrees or whatever out of the way. And these two clips will hold it right where you want it to be. So you rotate the clip out of the way, put the magazine in it, stick it in your pocket, rotate the clip back around, and it is totally solid. I've been testing it both just at home, whatever, but then also at the range. And I've never once pulled the mag out and had this come with it. So it definitely does its job. It keeps the magazine exactly where you want it to be. You get to carry double the capacity or more if you have extended magazines. Like I said, 180 mag specific models. So you can get Glock 17 ones. You can get P365X macro or standard P365 ones. They make them for all the different sizes. But then they also have this one, which is a universal one. And it almost has the best features of all. So I've been using the universal one for my M&P 2.0, but I could also use it for my Prodigy for, 2011 mags. And this one, as you see, has screws on either side and on the bottom. It is a little bit more bulky feeling, but maybe that's just because I'm using it with bigger magazines, because you slide this in or out. And basically the way I did it is I loosened all the screws up. I put the magazine that I wanted to use inside it, pushed it together, and then screwed them, tightened them all back down, just like adjusting a Kydex holster. And it works perfect for my 17 round M&P 2.0 magazines. And you can also adjust the ride height on the back. So, if I want it a little bit lower in my pocket, I can. If I want it up higher, if I'm just at the range shooting and I just want to be able to get to the mags quicker and easier, and I don't care how concealed it is, I can make those adjustments. I think it's very important to practice with your carry gun. This is my SIG P365 XL build. I don't practice with it enough, so any excuse to get out here and use it is a good excuse. So this is a great product for not only concealed carry, like I said, with my P365, this just is easier and quicker. Just shove back here, put this in my front pocket. Looks just like I'm carrying a pocket knife. And then I've got the same amount of capacity, same amount of rounds as if I was using my Tier 1 concealed appendix rig. But without having a big appendix holster right in the front where every time I bend over something, like I work in a fairly active job. Sometimes I got to carry heavy stuff. I often have to bend over to pick things up. Stuff like this. I am the manager there, but where I work, the manager still works. And I do a lot of driving around. And I do a lot of sitting at my desk, sending emails and taking phone calls. And the appendix holster is just not the most comfortable for that situation. This, with this, is extremely comfortable and easy. And I've got the same amount of capacity on me. Besides just for concealed carry, it's really nice at the range. So I don't go to a range. I go shoot in the outdoors. Now there are places around me that are kind of known spots to go shooting, and I'm not the only person that goes shooting there. But, I have to drive out there with my truck, park it somewhere, go set up targets, and do my thing. And so it's nice not to have to go back to the truck every time I empty one magazine, and it's nice to be able to draw my next magazine from the same place every time. It's just good practice for if I'm ever in a defensive situation, getting that muscle memory, knowing where that magazine is. And yes, I know, obviously carrying in two different ways, both appendix and strong side. Yes, I'm not getting exactly the same muscle memory every time. Do what works for you. This is what works for me. Sometimes I carry this way. Sometimes I carry this way. And when I carry this way, I do like having that extra magazine with me. It is pretty nice. It doesn't really seem like you're carrying a whole lot extra. It's kind of just like carrying a pocket knife. But you get a whole, in this case, 12 extra rounds. In this case, 17 extra rounds. With the Glock 19 mag, 15 extra rounds. That literally doubles your hit probability. It doubles your chances of maybe getting out alive in a situation. And so I think it's a very worthwhile product. It's very affordable. And the guy, Rick, who I believe owns this company and invented this product, sent 3 of them out to me. I just told him which kind of pistols I have. And he sent me 2 mag specific ones for the Glock and the P365 XL. And then he sent me this one, excuse me, this one that's adjustable for just about any double stack 9mm magazine that's on the market. And it just shows how versatile his product line is. It's affordable, and it is definitely worth checking out. I'll put a link in the description where you can find these. I think they're pretty sweet. I think it was definitely worth a video, and I wanted to show you guys because it's something I've actually been using. Unlike some of the products that get sent to me where I'm like, you know, I use them until I make a video and then maybe they go sit. This is something that I am actually using regularly, and I actually really enjoy it. It's a high quality product. It solves an actual issue, and yeah, it works for me. Like I said, you could just put a magazine in your pocket, sure. But there's a reason that I only buy pocket knives with clips, because I don't just want a knife just jiggling around in my pocket that I have to dig for. Same thing with a magazine. I want it clipped. I want to know where it is. And that's what this product does for you, which I think is pretty sweet. So thank you, Rick, for sending me this stuff out. I'm pretty stoked on your product. I think you make a great product, and it's worth sharing with the audience here. So let me know in the comments if you guys know about this product, ExtraCarry. They even come with stickers, which I always think is cool. Or if you carry an extra magazine in general. Do you use an appendix holster that just automatically has an extra magazine? Or do you carry, a strong side and carry a spare mag? If you do, I think that this is definitely worth checking out. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a like, thumbs up. Make sure you share it. Make sure you're subscribed to Sawtooth Tactical. And if you really want to support the channel, check out the first link in the description. It's for Aura. They are the main sponsor of the channel. And it really does help me out with YouTube demonetizing all my videos. And it's definitely appreciated. And it's a great service. I use it myself. My own business where I work got hacked recently, and we lost a whole day's worth of revenue because the hackers were able to steal our information and reroute our bank deposit. Don't let that happen to you. Aura will stop that kind of stuff. I don't even get spam calls anymore. 2 weeks free with my link, and it's only $12 a month after that if you decide to stick with it. If you don't, that is your prerogative. From Sawtooth Tactical, stay strapped or get clapped.